What if I told you that the expensive cardamom you buy from the market, the same spice used in tea, desserts, and traditional dishes, can actually be grown at home, even if you live in a hot climate? It sounds unrealistic at first. Most people believe cardamom only grows in very specific tropical regions, and that growing it at home is nearly impossible. But here's the truth. The plant itself is not the problem. The real reason most people fail is because they don't understand a few critical details that completely change the outcome. And today, you are going to learn those exact details step by step. But make sure you stay till the end, because one small mistake near the middle of this process can completely destroy your plant, even if everything else is perfect. Now let's begin with the most important part. The biggest mistake people make starts with the seeds. Not all cardamom seeds will grow, and this is something you must accept from the beginning. You might plant 10 or even 15 seeds, and only 1 or 2 will successfully germinate. This is completely normal. Most of these seeds are imported, and their quality varies a lot. That is why experienced growers always try seeds from multiple sources instead of relying on just one batch. Here's something most beginners don't realize. The color of the seed matters. You will often notice black and yellow seeds inside the pod. The darker seeds usually have a higher success rate. But do not ignore the others. Plant everything and let nature decide. If you are still watching, comment the word seed, so I know you are serious about growing this plant. Before planting, there is a simple step that can double your chances of success. Soak the seeds in water for about 2 to 3 hours. This softens the outer coating and activates the seed from dormancy. After soaking, the seeds swell slightly and become ready to grow. Most people skip this step, and that is exactly why their seeds fail. So if you want better results, do not ignore this. And here's a quick tip. If your seeds do not swell after soaking, chances are they are not viable. Now this is where many people go wrong without even realizing it. Cardamom does not grow well in heavy soil. It needs a light, breathable, well-draining mix. A good combination is sandy soil mixed with cocopat. You can also use peat-based soil as long as it drains well. Remember this clearly. It is not about light weight, it is about light drainage. If water stays trapped in the soil, your seeds will rot before they even begin to grow. And later in this video, I will show you exactly how watering can either speed up or completely stop your plant's growth. Now let's plant the seeds properly. First, lightly water the soil before placing the seeds. This prepares the environment so you don't need heavy watering afterward. Place the seeds gently on the surface, then cover them with a very thin layer of soil. This step is critical. If you bury them too deep, they may never grow. After that, lightly mist the surface using a spray bottle. Avoid pouring water directly because it can disturb the seeds. Now cover the pot with a cloth or plastic sheet to trap humidity. This creates a mini greenhouse effect. And finally, place the pot in a shaded area. Direct sunlight at this stage can completely ruin your progress. This is the stage where most people give up too early. Germination takes time, and not all seeds will sprout together. Check the soil every 4 to 5 days. If it feels dry, lightly mist it. If it is still moist, leave it alone. Overwatering at this stage is one of the fastest ways to kill your seeds. Even if you get just 2 or 3 plants, that is already a success. Because here is something powerful most people don't understand. One healthy cardamom plant can eventually turn into many more through natural growth. So do not focus on quantity. Focus on survival. Now this is where most people accidentally destroy their plant. After about 4 months, your plant is still very sensitive. And the biggest mistake at this stage is sunlight. Cardamom cannot tolerate direct sunlight, especially in hot weather. If you suddenly expose it to strong sun, the leaves will burn and the plant will become stressed. Always keep it in shade or filtered light. If your leaves ever start turning brown or burnt, this is your warning sign. Now here comes the exciting part. After about 1 year, new shoots start growing from the base of the plant. These are called offsets. And these are extremely important because these shoots are the ones that will produce flowers and eventually cardamom pods. This is the moment where your single plant starts multiplying. If you have reached this stage, you are already ahead of most people. If you want faster growth and better results, location matters a lot. The best place to grow cardamom is under the shade of trees like banana, fig, or grape. These trees provide filtered sunlight, which is perfect for this plant. And here is another advantage. Cardamom roots are shallow and spread across the surface. They do not compete aggressively with other plants, so you can grow them under trees without any problem. Now let's talk about something that can either save or destroy your plant: watering. Cardamom needs consistently moist soil, but not wet conditions. If the soil dries out completely, the plant will struggle, but if you overwater it, the roots can rot. Balance is everything. A simple rule you can follow is this: if the top layer feels slightly dry, it is time to water lightly. If it still feels moist, wait. Now let's be honest. Cardamom is not a fast crop. You will need patience. In most cases, the plant starts producing after about 3 years, but once it starts, it can continue producing for a long time. And this is where the real reward comes. Because instead of buying expensive cardamom again and again, you can grow your own at home. Now you understand the full process. It is not difficult. It is just misunderstood. If you made it this far, comment spice so I know you watched till the end. And if you want the next part where I show you how to multiply your plant and increase production faster, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Because in the next video, I am going to show you how one plant can turn into dozens. And trust me, you don't want to miss that.